Hello Nigeria, hello Africa. You're watching Plus TV Africa and the program is Sports Business with Orufuo, Ezaga. Today we're going to be talking about sports of a different kind from what you usually hear on this program. But basically we're going to be focused on the fact that sports in whatever shape or form could become big business if you know what to do. Today we're going to be speaking about the new rave, what a lot of people have been talking about in Lagos and across sports circles in Nigeria. And I'm talking about the Ligaust Liga tournament. The Ligaust Liga tournament is a non-professional sports league. It's just a recreational affair, but it's excited so many people across the country because of its great organization behind it, the fact that it has attracted a lot of celebrities in Nigeria, and so it's something we want to talk about. We want to look at this new addition to Nigerian sports and see what the impact it has been on both football in Lagos and across Nigeria. However small it is or however big it is, whether it's a professional league or whether it's a recreational league, there's some impact on the football community, both at the grassroots, at the developmental stages, and even at the elite level. People are watching and they're looking at and they're seeing that something different is happening. What is really happening? We're going to be talking to somebody who would know, because she is the league commissioner of Ligaust Liga, and I'm speaking about Sandra Omoniyi. Now, Sandra Omoniyi will be joining us here in the studio. Not only is she's a very interesting character, I can tell you that. She has a master's degree in sports marketing in addition to her many qualifications. And she's currently studying a PhD in sports, sports marketing. And so basically, we're going to be talking to her, and she's going to be talking to us about Ligaust Liga and everything that you need to know, and what the opportunities are for young people and even the old people as well. So, as is the nature of this program, I'm going to go on a very short break, to give you time to adjust, to get ready for what's going to be happening on this program over the next 45 to 15 minutes. All right, so grab some water, invite a friend or two to join you, because you never know, what you hear today could change the way you look at sports and probably open an opportunity or two for you or your organization. So take that short break, and when we return, the business begins. So you're welcome back to the program, Sports Business with Orufuo, Ezaga. With me in the studio is Sandra Omoniyi. She's the league commissioner for Ligaust Liga. All right? You're watching this program on Sports Plus TV Africa, and we're reaching you live from our studios in Lagos. Welcome to the program, Sandra. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. From your smile, I can see that. Yeah. Ligaust Liga is good, treating you very nicely.
Right.
Okay.
As it should be.
Yeah. So talk to us about this Ligaust Liga. I mean, this is the first season, and I dare say for somebody who's a sports watcher, especially in the domestic scene, I was a bit surprised by it, and then I have followed to see, what this is really all about. And I must say that it's been fresh. It's been very well, managed, if I have to say that. Very well managed and very interesting packaging and all of that. So tell me, why Ligaust Liga? How did you come about this?
Before we take that question, thank you for telling me about it being well packaged. So I have a question. Have you been watching our streams?
To be honest, a few, one or two matches, but let me tell you what I've been watching. Everything you do on Twitter, I follow. From when you started the registration process and to when it ended and all of that, I follow. I particularly like your packaging. When I mean packaging, I'm talking about your logo. I have a slide for your logos alone, because I have a background in marketing, and when I see things that appear well thought out in sports in Nigeria, and that's rare, by the way, I'm intrigued. So I see what you guys are doing, and I'm intrigued by it. Maybe the last time something excited me like this was when I saw what Sporting Lagos was doing. Do you understand? So yeah, kudos to you guys. But so tell me, how did you come by this?
So we wanted to infuse sports, entertainment, and culture, contemporary culture, and keep Lagosians entertained during the holiday period. So we came up with Ligaust Ltd. This is the homecoming edition. We expect that December's, you are outside, most people are outside having fun, attending concerts and all of that. So why should sport be dead? Especially when we have people from all over the world coming back to base during December. So, which is why we have this homecoming edition, the first edition of Ligaust Ltd.
So this is like plugging into Dirty December, is it?
Sporty December, I'll call it.
Sporty
December, I'll call it.
Okay. Anyways, so here you guys are. Who are the guys behind this thing? Because, I see that I don't think I've seen a known sports name attached to this. You know what I mean by that? Like somebody who's been in the industry for years and years. This appears to be something new. And sometimes with new things come, fresh thinking and new perspectives on things. So who are the guys behind this?
Yes, you have the league commissioner here right now. I do not stand for myself alone. I stand for the entire body of Ligaust Ltd. We have our team that are working tirelessly behind the scene also, putting things together from the branding, which you enjoy so much, to the fan engagement, to the media team and everyone. It's a synergy, it's a system. So you have the league commissioner here represent others.
So you're the face of the league, is it?
I'm the face of the league, and I handle the operations at the league.
So how did you get involved in this project? Were you part of the guys that drew up the plans, or you joined at a later stage?
I joined at a later stage. I saw what Ligaust Ltd was really all about, and it aligns with my own purpose. So I reached out, and my founder found me worthy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how it happened?
Yeah, that's how it happened.
So you're going through social media like me. I was doing the same. And then you saw it was interesting.
Yes.
There's a reason I'm asking this question. I'll say that after your answer. And you saw it was interesting. And then you reached out to them.
Right.
All right? And that's how you got the job?
Yeah, so I reached out. I was calling through social media just like you. This is fresh. Did my research, reached out. And I also have my own portfolio, don't forget. So my founder also saw it, and we were able to reach a conclusion. Aside from that, Ligaust Ltd is home to me.
Okay, so let's talk about your portfolio just a bit, so that the viewers can get a sense of how you came by this. Because young people in Nigeria tend to think we're not going to try, because it's somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. That's how you get jobs in Nigeria. But this is clearly not the case. You reached out, and out of the blues, you got it. I'm saying this so that young people watching the program will know that, look, it's not every time you need connections to do things. Follow your passion, follow your heart. It can lead you to places unexpected. All right? So that's how you got the job. And you want to tell us about your...
Yeah, so for me, sport has always been passion for me, right from school. I gained admission into the university to study botany, but I abandoned botany after the first year and went into sports to study physical and health education. Then later on, I went for my master's, sports management and administration, with a focus on sport marketing. Since then, I've been involved in different capacities in the domestic sports system. Yeah, so I've enjoyed media, I've enjoyed operations, I've enjoyed branding for different clubs in NNL. Yes, and I've done a thing or two with some clubs in the MPFL as well. So I just enjoy sports in general. I don't like routines. It bores me. So I just enjoy. So with that enjoyment, of course, I build depth in sports marketing.
Okay.
My focus on brand strategy. Yes. So with me enjoying, I'm knowledgeable about almost every sector in that system. So I enjoy. Yes. Then I reached out and my skills were valuable to the system, and here we are.
And they signed you a big check. Anyways, so yeah. So let's talk about Ligaust Liga in a bit more detail. Again, like as I was following, I saw that all of these celebrities were interested in Ligaust Liga, and you know that excited a lot of fans. I was watching your numbers, your Twitter numbers. I was watching as they were growing. As a matter of fact, there was a day in the morning, I took a screenshot of your numbers. It was at 15 at that time. By noon, it had grown by over 3,000 people, and I said, "What's going on here? Is this the new way of sports and everything?" You know, so lots of celebrities and guys who are social media influencers, perhaps. You know, so tell us in more detail, how many teams are in the league, and how did they qualify to be part of the league?
Like I said, Ligaust Liga is a recreational league. So really the qualification process was not tedious. If your team can afford to buy the form and you have the players who are not professional players, we expect that people like you can also play. So with that, you can purchase the form and enroll. Yes, there are other checks we do, such as the founder, who they are, and all of this. So do they have good standing in the society and all of this also. So those are the kind of work that goes into the process before getting the form. So we have 16 teams in total, and we have some reserved team. We mentioned 2, but we have several other reserved teams towards the next edition. And right now we still have people that are on us they are willing to register towards the next edition. So we have 16 teams in total that have been participating in the group stages, and now we've progressed to the quarterfinals. First match will be holding on the 20th of this month. That's on Friday.
So now you are down to 8.
Yes, we are down to 8 teams.
Okay, so we're going to talk about what your next season is going to look like. But you know, now that you've talked about this, let me ask: what do you have, like a system of promotion and relegations, or this is all about franchises? You know, do you want to sell franchises to be part of Ligaust Liga? What's the position?
So it's not a professional thing. So you being out in the group stage does not mean you have to be relegated. We expect that there are chances for you to be part of the next edition, so long you are willing to
be a part of it.
To be a part of it, yes. And I think that answers it.
So next season, for instance, this season there are 16 teams. Next season you can accommodate a larger number, maybe 24, 32 teams. Is that the way you're looking at?
Yeah, with the rate at which our forms are, with our wait list, I think we might have to expand to 32 to bring everyone along. Remember, our tagline is "We all play," so we do not intend to leave people behind. So we are willing to accommodate as much as we can.
But this is not free.
There is a grand prize also, so they are not playing.
Sorry?
There's a grand prize also. Right now, the winner goes home with 50 million naira.
Yeah.
So we expect that towards the next homecoming, next December, we could be doing 1 billion.
1 billion naira. Okay, so how much do you get? How much do you get to pay today to register?
The current team right now, they were meant to pay 5 million naira, but it's the first edition. Just like every business, it's new. You want to get people on board, so we had to do a price review, and we had 3 million.
3 million. So that's, I'm doing, my math is very, very poor, but let me see if I've gotten this right. 16 times 3 is 48. That's still short of the prize money that people have to...
Right, it's the first edition.
Yeah.
You don't, when you go into business, you don't expect to make profits right on.
Yeah, I understand that. But the reason I'm doing this calculation is because there are a lot of costs that you're going to incur. So your business model has got to go beyond just registration fees.
Right.
So, yeah, so what other ways are you looking at? Do you have sponsors for this? Do you have partners?
Yeah, we have sponsors, we have partners, we have investors.
Okay.
So, and I think you looking at it from that angle is you capitalizing on the sports alone. Remember, Ligaust Liga's vision is not just about the sports, because the sports is like a tiny fraction of what is happening there. We have the entertainment part that we're yet to really push out there. Then we have the contemporary culture also. We intend to, it's not just Ligaust Liga now, it's, we are going to scale and expand. You get, so we could be having an Ibadan Liga next edition.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's really not just Ligaust Liga now, it's beyond that. We intend to carry everybody along, as I said. Okay,
so that's quite encouraging to see that. That means the reception has been great so far.
Right.
Okay. Have you so I see that you're struggling to make a distinction between being a professional league and being a recreational league, you know, and you guys are a recreational league, but you're not. So if a young person that is hoping on, you know, having a professional career, for instance, looks at Ligaust Liga and says, I have skills, so I can't play in a professional club. Maybe I can play in Ligaust Liga, you know, and get noticed. That's probably an avenue. You know, your own concern is that it must not be the case that they have played professional football before. Is that it?
If they've played professional football before, they should be retired by the time they are coming to play us. We expect that retired legends also get to participate in subsequent Ligaust Liga.
Yeah. Do you have any such retired?
We have a retired star that currently coaches a club in Ligaust Liga.
Who's that?
We have Abu Aziz, the beach soccer legend.
Oh, okay.
He's a coach of one of the clubs in Ligaust Liga. So should any club want him on pitch, so long they meet our criteria, why not? They can play.
Who is Don Jazzy playing in this tournament? So sorry, guys, I'm a bit. You know me, I'm old school. The other time, I'm an old man, clear, yeah. But you know, I think Don Jazzy would make quite a footballer on a pitch to see. Do you know? So he has a team. He has Supremos, yeah.
Yeah, he has Supremos.
Has he done the jersey to try and kick the ball around or something?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
What about, did his team qualify for the quarterfinals?
No,
unfortunately. What about Coco FC? Coco FC is Don Jazzy, yeah? Sorry. The Banj, yeah.
They won their first match, but they couldn't make it through the group stage.
That's not... you know, we like celebrities to be.
Yeah, we also love them to qualify, but the game is the game.
Yeah,
it's what is displayed on the pitch. It won't be fair to others.
Yeah, if
you have to give preferential treatment. So, I'm sure the teams that couldn't make it to the quarterfinals are back in camp, strategizing towards next edition.
Okay, what sort of non-football entertainment do you have at this point in time?
The music part.
Music?
Yeah.
Have you had any top acts come to play?
Remember, we've been using Campus Mini Stadium for our group stages. Now we are moving to a larger venue that is more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
So you should watch out for us at Onicom.
So there's going to be some serious jams. Okay, I'm hoping to get a ticket. So me too, Seth. I'll go and join you people in enjoying.
You don't dance those songs, do you?
Sorry?
Do you enjoy those
things? Why not? You want to? If I go there, I would. You know, the fact that I'm not as young as you people doesn't mean that I can't enjoy myself. But that's the. We'll talk about that later. So back to the business. What has been the reception like from fans? You know,
I'll say, being the first edition, we've received the reception has been warming. Yes, and when I check our numbers on our digital platforms where we stream, the numbers are good. And our matches, some of our matches are played on work days when these people who are meant to come out are at their place of work, and they still stream. So I'll say the receptions are good, has been good so far.
Well, you guys are going to have to watch that, because you don't want to be playing matches when people are at the office. But being the first edition, maybe.
Yeah, you know, we had to partner with Ligaust State Sports Commission. They are massive. They've given us massive support. Yes. But the facilities are not ours. So really, we cannot dictate. We have to check the available dates to be able to manage everyone.
And you know, there are few stadiums, so lots of activities going on. Yeah, quite. So you guys face a problem that a lot of people talk about in the sports industry. That's the fact that we need to grow, we need to develop infrastructure in Nigeria to be able to maximize the commercial value of sports. Right. But, you know, you also face a different kind of problem, I imagine. You know, I tell the people this thing, you know, you young people, you might disagree. A lot of people disagree with me. And that's the fact that over the last 3 decades, Nigerian football has suffered, you know, some sort of, you know, abandonment, if I have to say that. You know, with the coming of globalization and satellite television, you know, we lost the culture of going to the stadium to go and watch matches. So we all now sit at home and watch all of these games on television. So it's not just you, even the professional leagues are you know, so it's going to take what took us 30 years to create. The problem it's taken us 30 years to create. It's going to take a while to undo, you understand? So I can only empathize with you guys. But from what you're saying, you know, people are watching, they're watching what you're streaming, and that's great. Do you understand? I would always, look, you guys out there, sports is, you know, come to the stadium, come and watch Ligaust Liga. The energy in the stadium also affects the play, affects the all-round entertainment and all of that. Yeah. So you mentioned Ligaust State as being a supportive partner, right?
Through the Ligaust State Sports Commission.
Through the Ligaust State Sports Commission. Which other partners do you have? Can you talk about other partners or sponsors? You can lump all of them together. It doesn't.
Yeah, we call them our power players.
Your power players.
Yeah.
Okay. So
remember, our tagline is "We all play."
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So everyone is a player, whether you're online retweeting, whether you're online preaching the gospel, you're a player. You're playing your part. So we all play. We have our power players. We have them displayed at every matches. They are there on the banners. They are there on our socials. Yes. So.
Okay. And what do they? Are they just? Do they pay for these rights the way they do, or they're supporting you one way or the other? You know, cash and kind.
Support comes in different ways. So we have different level of commitments from different power players. So.
Which would you say is the most popular team at this point?
At this point, going by the numbers on Twitter, on X, I would have said dominant. Dominant force.
Force, yeah.
Yes. Because I understand that the owner is an influential person on X.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have that numbers.
I would have thought that it would be Supremos.
Supremos numbers are not bad. On X, the X is just one of
Your
the
many
multiple
platforms. Yeah.
Just X. Other, if you check on Instagram, we have good numbers with Thatcher FC.
Thatcher, that's the
Thatcher FC.
The
Thatcher,
Big Brother star.
Not Thatcher Akinde. Yes. So we have good numbers with her too and others. Then we have the 30 BGSC. Of course, you know the 30 BG movement is like a cause movement where they come out in full force. Yes, so really it differs. Different medium, so it would be unfair to say this person is based on
star.
And then we have people that are really offline influencers. We have the Jairus. Have you seen their numbers at the stadium?
Jairus?
Yes.
That he has a club in the tournament as well?
Yes, Jairus FC.
Yeah. But they've been kicked out, have they?
No, they qualified.
They qualified?
Yeah.
Okay, because if I remember right, I think I follow you people. I think they lost their first game. Or...
Yeah, they lost their first game.
Yeah.
I think, did they make their second game? I can't remember at this point. But, yes.
But they sneaked through to the...
It's not true.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we're going to take a short... We're going to go on a short break, you know, to give more and more people to join in into this brilliant conversation. Ligaust Liga is a fresh thing that's happening. I like what you guys are doing, and I hope you guys can sustain this. When we return, we're going to be talking about, you know, how the average Nigerian can plug into what Ligaust Liga is doing. What sort of opportunities are there for you? You know, so you can plug in and, you know, and a buck or two. You know, so don't go away. When we return, the business continues. You're welcome back to the program Sports Business with Orufuo Ezaga. I'm in the studio with, we're talking about Ligaust Liga, and I'm in the studio with the League Commissioner of Ligaust Liga, Sandra Omoniyi. All right, Sandra, we're back. All right. So now it's time for you to tell us, you know, to tell us about, you know, the sort of impact that you think Ligaust Liga has had on the community, on Lagos, and whether the impact has gone beyond Lagos, you know, to the rest of Nigeria. What would you say?
Measuring the impact of Ligaust Liga, we are not done with the first edition, but so far, I remember speaking at a management meeting during last week, and I could say, okay, with what we've done so far, I personally have employed over 100 youths within that locality where the matches are being played. So when...
Employ them to do what?
To do various tasks with Ligaust Liga. Okay. And of course, they are getting paid for this.
Yeah,
they're not doing it free of charge.
Yeah.
And if we go to that same surrounding now, I know when we were tearing down our things this morning, the people there were like, oh, are you guys leaving? When next are you coming back? Because they know the impact this has, they know how impactful this has been on to their businesses.
Yeah.
They know what they sell on a normal day and what is different. So we are really having a comprehensive analysis that will be coming out after the league. It's not just the league for us. It's not just the activities on the pitch. We don't have professional players there. That's not really the main focus, but rather the societal impact as well. So we had people that were concerned about security when we told them, when we unveiled the locations where we'll be playing. We have people that were concerned about security and all of that. And so far, so good. There has been no, there hasn't been any negative news about our matches.
It's good that you say that, actually, because usually when you tell people to go to the stadium, and I speak specifically about the MPFL in this case, you know, they say, oh, we don't want to go to the stadium to watch this. You know, you go there, it's dangerous. You know, I've been to matches, MPFL matches, and I've seen, you know, I've been to Lagos, Sporting Lagos matches, I've been to Orufuo City matches, and there's nothing of that sort. So I think this message, you know, and I imagine you guys have to take a bit of that, has to be pushed out quite aggressively. That look, you can go and watch a football match in Lagos and in most parts of Nigeria, for instance, for the truth be told, because we've had half a season more or less, and there's not been any cases of, you know, people can go to this. You can go with your children, you know, and have. Sorry? Right. Yeah. Yes. So you can go with your children and have a good, and enjoy yourself. You know, don't dwell in the past and all of the negativity. You know, those things are. They'll go and enjoy this.
Really, it's not really about people dwelling in the past. When I focus from my own observation, I see that most people just have this malicious intent. Like,
you think?
Yes, I think they just try to demarket whatever the country has. Yes, so really we could do with a lot of positive mindset. Come and watch Ligaust Liga. Nobody's stressing you. Go out, go and watch other matches. There's no security risk attached to these things. Everybody just wants to watch football just like you.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll tell you something, yeah. It's actually, see, if you're a true football fan, yeah, it is fun to, I'll tell you what I used to really enjoy about going to watch live games. You see the players, you see them dirtied. You see grass on them and all that. You see the ball, especially when it rains, and you know, everything's all just muddy and that's what my trip is when I watch a live football game. I mean, look at people having, people should, you know, it's not, again, I was talking about the culture that we have lost. Over the last 30 years, people now sit at home and watch football from their couches. Right? It's going to take a while to get them back, for them to see that Saturdays are not just for you to be on your couch or to go for Owambe. There's a different kind of entertainment. Take your kids, go and watch football games and really have a good time. Now, I see that you have quite some support or following from young sports journalists.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see that, you know, they're quite upbeat about what's going on, you know, and I think it's encouraging. And it's also these young journalists that are pushing the MPFL. My generation, you know, I say this all the time, and look, we are the Gen X's, you know. We're the ones that our parents gave the domestic league to, handed over the domestic league to us. And we're handing over European football to our children. I mean, how does that work? I mean, I don't, you know. So let's support, because sports business is local. You know, if you don't succeed locally, you cannot succeed internationally. So let's get behind our own. You support Sporting Liga, and they succeed. Sporting Liga is going to support you.
Ligaust Liga.
Yeah. Sorry.
Liga.
Ligaust Liga. You support them, they succeed. Then more people are going to support you to succeed, and that's how we all develop as a society and make progress. But you know, what do you think? What do you think has been the media reaction to what you guys are doing?
So far, they've been telling the right stories about us, and we truly appreciate them. They come out to watch our matches. They come out, they cover these things, and we are grateful, yes, for the acceptance we've received so far from Nigerian media, and we hope to bank on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say you've spent a lot of money on publicity?
On publicity? Well, everything we've grown has been organic. Everything.
Okay.
We've never had to pay for PR. We've never had to.
You've never had to pay for PR?
We've never.
Wow.
We might explore that options later. But given the resources we have at hand right now, we cannot, PR is not on our budget at the moment. We've never had to pay for PR. Yeah.
So all you do now is straight from your, this is just what you guys, your own personal leverages and friends and all of that.
Yeah, and the society has come to accept us for who we are, so they are the ones preaching our gospels now.
Okay. So how has the sporting community reacted to Ligaust Ltd. Now, let me define that, yeah? The sporting community is sport fans, football fans, yeah? But, you know, in the sporting community, you have the power players, you know, there's the MPFL, there's the NNL, there's the NLO. I'll tell you what I would do. You know, because I tell my guests on this program that you guys have to be nice. I don't have to be nice. Do you get? And I speak for myself. I don't speak for Ligaust Ltd. I don't speak for any other. I speak for myself. Yeah? But before I speak for myself, let me even ask you, how has been the impact in the sporting community? You know, what sort of support have you received, you know, from, have you got a call from maybe like the NFF or the NPFL or the NLO? Do you think, you know, even though you're not a league or a professional league, you know, I feel like the impact that you guys have would rub off on them, you know, and so far I would consider the impact a positive one. Do you understand? You know, so have you received any sort of support like that from the?
I'm not just going to limit this to the sports ecosystem. I'll take it to we have the Federal Ministry of Youth that are in full alignment with us. We have the NSC chairman, the DG, they are in full alignment. And so bringing it back to Lagos, we have the DG of Sports Commission. If you watch our press conference, it was there in person. So far from the sport ecosystem, I would say we've received acceptance.
Yeah.
We do not pose a threat to any of these establishments, and they understand that the more the merrier. And there's a lot we can achieve together, collaborating. So, yes.
So that's positive.
Yes, that's positive. Yeah, we do not expect 100% positivity, but so far the positive outweighs the resistance we've received.
Let me give you an idea. And if you execute this idea, you guys are going to write me a check. Yeah? Because I don't know your guys, I know you. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe you should have your Ligaust Liga best 11. Yeah? Play against maybe Ikorodu City or one of these. You know, that way you grow the MPFL grows Ligaust Liga. That's just
okay, we won't have to write you a check for that idea. First, we have a novelty match plan, so that one is still in the pipeline. And of course, I'm not mentioning names of those we are going to play against, and then we don't even have 11 players on any of our matches.
No. You take your best 11 from all the teams you have. Yeah, it's allowed.
We might check that later, but for now, Ligaust Liga body is dealing with clubs. Okay. We're not dealing with players directly. Of course, we insure the players and we provide medical support and everything we need to provide from our end as the league body. But we're not dealing with these players directly. Our focuses are on the clubs. So if club owners want to proceed, of course, they have freedom to associate with whoever they want to.
Okay, so again, I've been in sports business for a bit, yeah. You know, and I've always preached support for domestic sports. The thing with domestic sports, if you make it successful, you can then sell rights across the world, because that's where the money really is. The money is in media rights. The big money is in media rights. So I've always supported domestic sports, the way I'm supporting Ligaust Liga now. You know, no, truly, I like what you guys say.
Yeah, you could buy more tickets for fans that would love to watch and cannot afford. Yes.
Yeah, you know that
we could have you do 100,000 tickets, 1,000 tickets, 5,000 tickets.
But why do fans go? Why do this is some sort of culture I think we need to change. Yeah. Why do you expect to not pay to see a game? Do you get? I mean, and I'm speaking beyond Ligaust Liga now, right? Why do you expect to not pay? I think we need to develop we need to change the culture with fans, because I see that we're encouraging a culture where people just need free tickets. I was telling you earlier that when I was back in the days when I was a young guy in university, yeah, we will go to the stadium, and if it's only the second half that we were able to catch, we'll pay to watch the second half. Today they just throw the gates open, people come. No, people must learn that, look, if you want sports properties, you know, to create opportunities in society, you too, you contribute. You know, you contribute your 2,000 naira to watch the game. Plenty of people contribute. They have a pool of money to employ more people in the community and stuff like, you know, so that's, but one question that I have been waiting to ask you is this. You've been the league commissioner now for the period of Ligaust Liga. I'm sure you've learned, you know, a few things. Before coming on board Ligaust Liga, you had a background in our leagues, in the NNL, you said,
right.
and even the MPFL. What from your experience with Ligaust Liga do you now see that maybe would constitute some sort of opportunity for clubs in our leagues today, in our professional leagues today?
So for that, I think some leagues can take a cue from us, just the same way we are also taking some cues from them.
Yeah.
Yes, so far, in terms of media production, the quality, we've received a lot of encouraging, and the fact that wherever you are in the world, you can watch our Ligaust Liga matches, that's really something to our fans outside. Because a lot of them also are outside Nigeria, and they cannot afford to come and watch here. So I think they can take a lot, and with the kind of precision we've operated with, and growing organically, I think, yes, a lot of establishment can take that from us. They can learn a thing or two from us. Yeah.
The precision of your actions.
Yes, the precision of our actions in terms of, we are a recreational league. However, our output has been like that of a professional league. I don't think there's any professional league in Nigeria that can match up to us in terms of output. Quality-wise, yeah.
No, but I said that earlier. I quite admire how you guys have gone on with your organization. But so let's leave Ligaust Liga for a bit now. We've talked about Ligaust Liga. And I know you have a background in marketing, yeah. But before we totally leave Ligaust Liga, you know, I'm going to ask my director to see if they can put up the slide with the Ligaust Liga logos, yeah. Because, you know, I find, you know, I like the, are these your logos?
Yes, these are logos. These are brand logos.
Yeah, I like the simplicity and the elegance of the logos. And I'm saying this is another opportunity for people to get involved. We need to take brand management in sports a lot more seriously. I like the simple way, the treatment of it against a blue background. Your colors are blue, by the way, yeah?
Yeah, right.
And then, but every treatment, you should have the logo in a white and black scenario. Do you understand? I see that one of the problems I personally see with a lot of clubs in the MPFL is that their logos, their packaging is done amateurly, you know. But we have guys in this country, we have agencies, established agencies doing these things. You've got to meet the right people and pay the right fees. If Sandra, you're going to tell me who did this thing for you guys, because I'd like to have them on the program to talk about branding sometime. Do you understand? Branding of sports clubs. Do you understand? And, you know, you would know that it goes beyond just the logo. It goes to the culture of the organization and you know, your vision, your mission, everything all rolled into an artistic expression that becomes your logo. Yeah. So, marketing. We're bringing this home now, yeah? Given your marketing background, let's move away from Ligaust Liga. You know, let me just pick your brains when it comes to domestic sports, yeah? What, and it's not just football I'm talking about now, do you get? we now have instead of having the Ministry of Sports, we now have the National Sports Commission. You know, if headed by Shehu Diko, for instance, if just for some happenstance he's watching the program, what would you like to see come into our sports space that you think would help him achieve his objectives of trying to make sports, to grow the sports economy in Nigeria?
It's talking about marketing now. So first, just like you mentioned earlier, you said Nigerians don't have a culture of paying for tickets, but I think I'm going to say no. Because if Nigerians can afford to bring out their money to gamble on several betting platforms,
okay,
they can afford to buy. I know Nigerians that leave Nigeria to travel out to watch their favorite clubs.
Oh, hang on, Sandra. I haven't said that Nigerians cannot afford.
We can afford, but there is no culture. Right now, according to you said there's no culture of us willing to pay money for domestic sports. So what, if you observe, most of, back to our branding, for people to, your work gets to a stage that you no longer advocate for yourself. It is people that start advocating for you, which brings us to the essence of branding. So it gets to a stage that people trust you so much that they know that, oh, this person, anything you need, this is the right place for you to get it. Until our sport has reached that level, we should not expect that they'll pay. Until the spectators, fans that are meant to come and watch us, trust us to that level. In terms of sports in general, we shouldn't expect that they'll pay. So how are we getting emotionally attached to our fans? Do you understand? So when we have achieved that, then they become the advocates for this, for our leagues, whether professional, recreational, or amateur leagues, until we've been able to build that fan connection before we can capitalize on it. Yes.
Okay. No, I like that you think like that. You know that it's a long game.
It's a long game. Branding is not done in a day. I'm sure that regardless of where you see our Ligaust Ltd blue, that shade of blue, the first name that comes to your head is Ligaust Ltd now, subconsciously. Yeah, it took a lot of work before we even announced Ligaust Ltd out. It took a lot of work.
Yeah.
It took a lot of intentionality and consistency for us to get to that level. For you to even know, okay, what are these people doing? Why is their logo like this? Oh, it's a fine blue. It's against black. It's against white. It's a lot of consistency. So with time and being consistent, we'll get there.
And you feel that you are in for, this is not just, Ligaust Ltd is in for next year, the year after, and the year after, and the year after.
Right.
Yeah?
We're going nowhere. We all play. It's not about Sandra being the league commissioner or Ligaust Ltd management now. It's about the inclusion Ligaust Ltd is preaching to everybody. Regardless of who you are, you find your sport in Ligaust Ltd. You are seen. Your presence is felt. Yeah. Does not matter the numbers at the stadium. They are not just numbers to us. Yeah. You are a player. You are playmakers. Yeah. Without you, there's no us. It's a synergy between the management, the players, the club owners, who we call the play leaders, then the fans, who we call the playmakers. So it's a synergy. We are in for the long game. Yeah.
I'm quite happy that you say you're doing a report. You're planning a report. I'd like to see that when you're done. It's important that the people that you want to cultivate in terms of partnerships and sponsorships see the impact that you're bringing to
society. We intend to have this televised, but we could decide otherwise later. So, but should we have it televised? You definitely see it. And then there's a lot that has been happening here. We have the medicals that have the medical players also. Those are from the health insurance company to those that render services, first aid services, the ambulance service, the medical players, the media players, everybody's playing their part. So it's a different thing entirely.
Okay. If you're watching this program, if you want to play football at a professional level, you can. If you are just looking for football, to play football for recreation, you can. All right? And as you play either professionally or as recreation, you're creating, you're helping to grow the economy of sports and by extension, the economy of the country. All right? When we do these things, we create jobs for our children, we create jobs for our friends, we create jobs and opportunities for ourselves. All right? I've been speaking with Sandra Omoniyi. I don't know why I keep wanting to start by saying I've been speaking with Omo something, yeah? But I've been
Sandra Omoniyi, Sandra, same person.
Same person, okay. So I've been speaking with Sandra, and she's been quite, an intriguing guest. She's also been the earliest guest to the studio that I've ever had. You know, I think that speaks to the fact that she must be a very professional person, all right?
Well,
worker.
That's our quality at Ligaust Liga. Precision, integrity, excellence, punctuality.
And guess what? You know what? I see that a bit of that in the logo. Do you understand? So somebody's done a pretty good job of that. And maybe you can tear him another check. In any case, so that's been the program with Sandra. Today we talked about recreational football, and Ligaust Liga is beaming a new light on sports business in Nigeria, and I think it's a welcome development, and I think there's a lot that people can learn from that, not just in the football community, but who says tomorrow somebody won't do that for basketball or for athletics or for swimming or for boxing or whatever, you know? The more of it we do in this country, the more jobs we create, the more opportunities we create for our young people, and the more of a healthy and wealthy country we leave behind for the young people and their young, all right? So Sandra, it's been nice having you on the program. It's been great having you as a guest.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, and that's it for the program. My name is Orufuo Ezaga, and until we meet again in next episode, this is me saying, be productive, be good, and stay safe.